Welcome to GiGi's Creations YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a video on how to make a reusable shopping bag from chicken feed bags or bird seed bags or pet food bags. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is remove the tab holding the bottom of the bag together. I find it best to use a rotary cutter or scissors to cut while pulling on the tab to create tension. Once this is removed, the bottom of the bag will look similar to the top, but often has a crooked cut to it. The next step is to cut 8.5 inches off the bottom of the bag. It is most important to have at least 6 inches of even material. We then cut 3-inch strips off of this piece. We need 2 of the 3-inch strips. Then, cut the 3-inch strips into 2 pieces of equal length. I find cutting at the side of the bag is easiest, as there's always a fold there to cut on. It is at this point that I usually take a damp washcloth to all surfaces of the bag to keep the food dust particles off of my machine. Take 2 of the strips and face them right sides together, lining up the side and long edges. Pin this in place and repeat with the other 2 strips. Now sew down the long edge with a 1/2 inch seam allowance, reinforcing at either end with backstitching. Repeat with the other set. Pulling gently on the 2 pieces adjusts the stitches to allow for a better fold in the next step. After opening this up, fold wrong sides together. Then fold each long edge in 1/2 inch. Bring the 2 folded edges together and pin or clip in place. Repeat with the other strap. To sew this together, sew down the pinned edge of the strap using a 1/4 inch seam, reinforcing at the start with backstitching. Once you reach the other side, turn the work and continue along the short edge. Turn your work again and stitch along the opposite side. Turn again and sew halfway to the other long edge. Turn and continue down the middle of the strap, reinforcing at the end with backstitching. By using this method, the straps end up stronger. It is time to return to the bag. Turn the bag inside out and lay it flat, ensuring the pattern is centered. Pin along the bottom edge. Turning to the top edge of the bag, fold the edges down 3 inches and hand press. Open this and fold the raw edge down to the fold line. Fold at the folded line to complete the rolled edge. Pin in place. Now sew with a 1/2 inch seam allowance across the bottom of the bag, reinforcing at either end with backstitching. Go along the bottom edge again with a 1/4 inch seam allowance to provide a stronger bottom to the bag. Next, we make boxed corners. Open the bag and match the side edge to the sewn bottom seam and pin in place. Mark a 9-inch line at a 45-degree angle to the side of the bag. Repeat on the other side. Back at the machine, sew along the marked line, reinforcing at either end. Then sew a line 1/4 inch closer to the pointed corner of the bag. This helps reinforce the corners further. Repeat that on the other side. Turn the bag right side out. Start by rolling the pinned edge out first and pulling the bottom through. Poke out the corners of the bag and ensure the sewn edge is visible along the bottom of the bag. Next, place the straps on the bag. Slide the strap under the folded edge at the top, about 6 inches from the side fold. Pin this in place and repeat with the other 3 ends of the straps. Ensure the lengths of the straps are equal prior to sewing in place. Back at the machine, sew a 1/4 inch up from the bottom edge of that folded top. After this, fold the straps upward. To secure the straps in place, I sewed a box by sewing across the top, down the side. I backstitched along the bottom, and then up kitty corner, backstitch across the top, kitty corner down to the other side, backstitch along the bottom again, and sew up the last side, reinforcing. I repeated this with all 3 straps. Cut off excess thread and the bag is ready to use. Make sure to like and subscribe.